I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long. I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
Yes, yes, yes. I can't even get my voice together this morning. Blessings. Let me get this off the screen. It is early morning and you're here with Grace Levi. There's a reason why I'm going live early this morning because I'm praying that I can go live later on this evening. You know that the Democratic Caucus is happening today, so I don't know if that's broadcasting, but I want to get as much done as possible today because I have a busy schedule. But I want to start off by saying Grace Levi is going to eat crow. No, I'm just playing. What I'm going to do, I want to announce two things today. What I just talked about, as well as in honor of Alexis Wilson and the progress that we're making, I want to send a shout out to a content creator, a resident of Dolton, and a Black woman. I'm going to have to say that. I'm going to send love and blessings to Burgundy Blue. Throughout all of this situation, I have noticed that she has been very consistent when it comes to Alexis and Miss Wilson. So the last time that Miss Wilson showed up at the Oak Forest board meeting, it was actually Burgundy Blue who was there and recording. So I was really taken back yesterday because instead of her going to the Dolton meeting, she went to Indiana and recorded Mrs.Cara down there in Munster, Indiana, getting at the board and making them aware again that they have hired a killer. So I want to start off by saying love and blessings to you, Burgundy Blue. I respect you, I see you, and I appreciate you. So with that goes to say, I know most of the people know who Burgundy Blue is. She did put a video out there yesterday because this happened yesterday. So it just really warmed my heart to know how genuine people can be, you know. So this is what this is about. So we have a short video to show you. You know, we just pulled some of the clips from Burgundy Blue, as well as I want to send a shout out to Chicago activist Coalition for Justice. That gentleman, I don't remember his name, but he was also at the Butterfly release. I'll leave his YouTube page at the bottom. He was there as well, speaking on the behalf of the family. So I'm going to put the video up there. And again, I'm going to say it for the third, fourth time. Shout out to Burgundy Blue. You did your thing. And I mean, I know Mom appreciates you, but I definitely appreciate you going down there and recording it and putting it on live. It's like we're just putting so much pressure on this situation. It is so amazing. We're going to have Perez sitting his butt in the house. We're going to have him quit every job he go to. So let's play this real quick, and then we're going to get to our second announcement this morning, okay? Let's see.
I have sorry about my first sharing with them today.
Sure, if you'd state your name and address first.
My name is Cara Wilson. Right now I'm a resident of Dolton. I have a business in Munster. The Cara and LExi Center is a station of the advocacy. Okay, but the reason I'm here this evening is because of concern over a recent hire that you guys just made. Officer Ryan Perez is a serial killer. This officer in less than 10 years has killed had 4 fatalities in less than 7 years, actually. The last 3, I don't think there's been a fatality, but there have been a non-fatal shooting. So this officer has been involved in 5 different incidents coming out of the city of Dolton, Illinois. Unfortunately, my daughter was one of his victims. I have concern about this because I am originally from Indiana. I am a Hoosier. My granddaughter goes to school here in Munster. My brothers, my mom, my cousins, they're all here in Indiana. And this guy left a mess in Illinois. The FBI has raided their facilities, and a lot of it has to do with what these officers do. Those officers in Dolton are corrupt. I wouldn't take none of them. I wouldn't hire any of them coming from that piece. This officer in question has lost $33.5 million for the city of Dolton, and that's just one lawsuit. There are several pending. There's one case, and I did see the newspaper article where the police chief said they're all justified. Well, there's 4 people dead in less than 10 years of this guy. What does 10 more years look like? Because these serial killers don't just stop killing. You have to stop them from killing. And this officer keeps going on. He's gotten away with it over and over and over again. And one incident, he killed another person within 4 months of his first kill. And you ask him what the name of the people he killed, he has no idea. So I'm just here to let you all know, let your community know what type of officer that you all have hired. And I know that this thing doesn't make his jacket because everything's been justified. But what happens when your daughter goes out to a fast food restaurant and never comes home? Because she ran into this officer who keeps killing people. So I'm just saying that I'm afraid for this community too.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and certainly sorry for your loss.
My name is Michael civil rights activist in Chicago. I'm here with the family of Alexis Wilson and supporters. I'm here to respond to the most recent knowledge of what we call disturbing, that this town has hired a serial killer to work with residents in communities, particularly people like me. You're in danger. They look like me. They uptown released an article online. They gave people concerning notes that found very disturbing. It says that this officer was involved with traumatic incidents. This is worse right this. To the exact 5 incidents. The second concern of this article highlighted that this hire that you all can condition enough with the nursing. I don't think the residents of Munster should have just a proper hire. I think it should be a thorough investigation of people who have a gun in this community and patrol it. They should have some decency in the records that becoming what should be a high standard. Does the residents of Munster know that they have a serial killer that patrol their streets? Does black residents know that Officer Perez murdered Alexis Wilson in Black Men?
That's right.
Does the black women of this community know that Officer Perez punched Alexis in the face? The video shows that. And then he shot her. So if you have a boyfriend, there's a young man, you have a killer with a badge that punches your lady in the face. And they hire you.
I'm sorry.
Does the city of Munster know that this body should not be covered by someone with a badge? Say her name.
Alexis
Say
Wilson.
her name.
Alexis Wilson.
Say her name.
Alexis Wilson.
Say her name.
Alexis Wilson.
Say her name.
Alexis Wilson.
No justice, no peace. No killer for peace.
That's right.
Yeah, it took how long to murder her? Second. Okay. Wow.
My name is Nicole Anderson. I'm a resident of Munster at 10217 Devon.
And while I do not have personal knowledge of the victim that was spoken up earlier, I do have an interest in this matter, if for no other reason than just to understand more. We started this meeting talking about increasing water expenses, but in addition to the humanitarian aspect of this, there's a financial consideration that I think we owe ourselves to consider. Dolton incurred a $33 million award because of this officer. They only had insurance for $11 million, approximately. That leaves $22 million to be had by the residents. And for every year that it goes unpaid, there's $2 million in interest that will incur. In addition to that, we should consider insurance exposure. If we have to defend an officer, will we be insurable? And if so, at what cost? Will insurance go up? Will deductibles raise? Will we be insurable at all? And then there's the public safety aspect. We look to our officers to serve and protect. And an officer that has this kind of noise around him is distracted. Both ways. Is he more hesitant to act? Is he more aggressive to act? We don't know. And so I'm not here to say what happened in the last 4 cases. I know there were 4 fatalities. I know some officers go an entire career without 1 fatality. And so nothing more is worth looking at. It's worth understanding. And maybe there is an answer. But if we have another incident, we're going to be forced to answer these questions. And the residents here might be looking at a $22 million bill. I just ask for your consideration.
Thank you.
She did a great job articulating it. They did a wonderful job.
Is there anyone else that would like to come up during the open to the public session? This is the open to the public session for general comments regarding the agenda. Anyone else would like?
Good morning. My name is Burgundy, KULIS. I'm the attorney for the family of Alexis. Yesterday, our firm filed a federal lawsuit against the Dolton police who took the life of a young 19-year-old woman. Approximately just under a year ago, Alexis Wilson was carry out the order that she placed in this restaurant behind her. Police were called to the scene because the service over her phone. Within 3 minutes, Alexis Wilson was dead. Police officers are reportedly trained to de-escalate a situation, not escalate it into a deadly outcome.
Every day is difficult. Every day. Every day I wake up and face living without my daughter. A daughter that lived in the house with me, slept in the next room for me, helped with her little brother every day. Every day I wake up and I face that. And every day I go to bed with that on my mind. This has been the most horrific experience of my life.
Again, I don't know why it takes so long for a law enforcement agency to investigate when one of their own shoots a citizen. If it was on the flip side, somebody would be charged within 48 hours or 24 hours, and that person would be in a criminal court. Well, the first thing we're going to do is give this family answers. Listen to the answers.
All right, so what you're going to see on the screen is just 2 petitions that we have going on. One, this is a GoFundMe that is connected. This is directly Miss Cara's GoFundMe. We're going to show you some of the items that she's purchasing for her gift box. She just sent this to me. She's been buying this and collecting it, and now the season is coming. She's giving it to other victims of excessive force and wrongful death cases, people who have lost their loved ones. So this is what she's working on when you do make a donation to the GoFundMe that is directly connected to Cara. That is her GoFundMe. We're going to put that at the bottom. And nextly, what you see is our petition. We do have signatures. I just didn't take a new picture. This petition that I created is to get Officer Perez.
So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to.
No, we ain't doing a smear campaign. We telling the truth. So that petition that we have, we do have some signatures on there. God be the glory. What we asked him to do is basically get as many signatures as possible from people from around the world. They don't have to be Illinois. They don't have to be Indiana. And what we're going to do is present these signatures along with a series of letters that we're going to be presenting to any and every single licensee board that he decides to sign up for. So we first going to pay attention to Illinois and Indiana, and we're going to move forward from there. So you're going to see that information at the bottom. Again, I wanted to highlight that this information was brought to you by Burgundy Blue and Mrs.Cara. While we were watching yesterday's meeting, they were down there at another board meeting in Indiana, Munster, making the town aware of the dangers that may be facing related to this killer cop. Okay, now you see this lady right here, she's actually a culprit of all of this. Some of the things that you saw me put on the page was actually a video that I did highlighting her behaviors of hiring cops that are not qualified, continuing to have cops in her jurisdiction that are not supposed to be there or even hold guns. So that's just going to bridge us into just giving you an update again, because yesterday I showed you guys the hold on one second. Yesterday I showed you guys the letter that came from the licensee board that basically said that Ronnie Bird cannot work because there are some things to be handled, and that was the November 8th letter. So I have the November 8th letter, and I'm about to see if I can pull up the November 22nd letter. I know it's November the 3rd, but I do want to make you guys aware because this is still impending and she's still pushing for Berg. So let me put that on the screen. Let's show you what we're working with. This was November 8th. Okay, just to give you a flashback, there's a reason why we're pursuing this, because it's still happening to this day. It did not stop. You guys, your life is in danger dealing with these type of officers. So this was the November 8th one that we showed you yesterday. And, basically, let me get to it. This is the Illinois, just to reflect back on it, the Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standard Board. So they seem pretty receptive to inquiry. So we're looking forward to my inquiry. But this was the November 8th related to appointment of Ronnie Bird. Excuse me, dear Ms. Hinyard, it has come to our attention that you have authorized Mr. Ronnie Bird, Sr., to serve as a police officer for the village of Dolton, and that he has been wearing a Dolton Police Department uniform and carrying firearms publicly for the last few weeks. So they made her aware at this time that basically his certifications were not up to date. The last time that he took a shooting course was in 2018, and that she had to submit some documents to even get him possibly looked at to be active. So what we're going to show you now is, I'm sorry, I had it up on the screen. Let me show you the next letter that was, and we should have a response after this letter because this was November 22nd. But I just want to show you what's still going on in Dolton right now to this day. And that's what created this monster. Well, one monster, because it created thick leg Lacey. It created a lot of monsters out there. Okay. This is the updated letter. So this updated letter was November 22nd, related to Ronald Berg. And if y'all don't know who Ronald Berg is, let me see, can I put him on the screen so we could just get a little flashback that this lady, and I'm trying to be nice, is still trying to get this man dead. Like she's really trying to get him appointed. So she submitted paperwork. And you remember yesterday, I was like, she's still going to do something to try to get him appointed. So she didn't stop. She's not going to stop. And this is why today, when we talk about our last announcement, the next announcement, today is a very important day for the Thornton residents, okay? Because she already got her bid in for mayor for Dolton. Now today is Thornton. I'm gonna show you. I got proof. She planned to come in hot. Okay, so this is the update about Ronald Berg. If you don't know, it says, "Dear Ms. Hinyard, we have received your request to reactivate the waiver for the above named officer. In the course of conducting our initial review, we have discovered issues that warrant further investigation that would require more than 7 days to make a determination." So we grateful for that. So in the meantime, we ask that you provide the following. So she has to provide these: record of your communication with the officer, past employers, including any conduct reports, investigation, or disciplinary actions, etc. Because she has to do a background check. A detailed statement from the officer regarding any past arrests, termination, disciplinary measures, or other conduct indicative of his character. Also include detailed statement regarding calls for termination from Dolton PD in 2015. This man worked for them, so he wasn't just at Dixmoor. And I know we brought this up before because there was a lawsuit involving him. And I believe that he was the one that called Officer LExi to ticket the mayor that was before Hinyard when he had just got elected. I remember I read that lawsuit, not the court case, but I actually read the news article. It's like you see me thinking because it's coming back to my head. They have a lot of deep connections here. So in 2015, it says also include detailed statement regarding calls for termination from Dolton PD in 2015 and alleged misconduct. What is wrong with this lady brain? What is wrong with people? I don't understand people logic. Literally, this man is almost a criminal. He already got stripes against him in his position, and you're still trying. Not only that he's not active, not only that he's not certified, not only that he hasn't shot a gun or not supposed to since 2018, because that's the last time. I think they're supposed to do it every 2 years. But this man has obviously questionable behaviors already. Judge Tedious Wilson, I ask of you, do your job. Okay, residents, you know what you can do. This is just my suggestion because you know snitches don't always get stitches. You're gonna just have to tell. Y'all can write to the judge's chambers, forwarding these two information to him because he can ignore it and act like he haven't seen it. Because usually what courts do, if it's not presented, it don't exist. Send a letter to him telling him the status of what's going on with Burge and how concerned you are about his ruling in the current state of Dolton safety. That's just my opinion. That's what I'm throwing out there. It don't take too long to let Siri write a letter for you guys. You know what I'm saying? If you got to go that far, I'm just giving y'all some suggestions to put some more pressure on this judge and also Tiffany's, what we can say, mayor power. All right, we cannot allow her to put more dangerous people out there. Okay. So again, all position applications, documents completed by the officer. Do you think Ronnie old butt is going to actually do this? Write statements for this lady? Huh? He like, listen, you got a couple more months. You ain't paying me enough. I don't know about this. Okay. Excluded information released for all former employees on the form provided. It said excluded information released for all former, I don't know if it was included, but it said excluded information released for all former employers on the form provided. One employer per form. So I guess that supposed to be include. So she's supposed to do a background check as per what the judge said that I don't think he's enforcing. Any other documents in your possession regarding the character of the officer is to be submitted. Basically, the above material should be emailed. They gave it and will be assessed in our analysis of your request. Upon receipt of these items, we will conduct our investigation and notify you upon completion. Ms. Keith Calloway. Mr. Keith Calloway, shout out to you because you're doing your job. I'm gonna have to give it to you. Thank you. You will be hearing from me, Mr. Keith Calloway. Yeah. We're gonna get a deep investigation going on in regards to this killer as well. So as we bridge on, because you see, we're gonna make it make sense this morning. Let's pray somebody can record in a caucus. I'm gonna look this up as soon as I get off. Can they go live in a caucus? Please. I want to see if Tiffany come with a busload of people. Jedediah. I got to throw a little birdie, go get some attention. Go down to the caucus and see what happened today, Jedediah, allegedly. I'm just throwing that out there. Crossing my fingers. I really want to see this. It's like a football game to me. Okay. Lastly, but not least, the reason why I say all of that is because the bird is the word. It is not 9:30 in the morning for you guys at 8:30 in the morning. I'm up here acting up. Okay. I've been up early. If you only knew, I'll be hitting people in their inbox like 6 o'clock in the morning, replying to stuff. They'd be like, okay, I'm asleep. I'm like, okay, no problem. Hit me up. I go to bed late and wake up early. So this is what I want to show you. Okay, let's get this off the screen. And this is allegedly from the realtiffanyhenyard.com. Now, I did go on that page and I couldn't find it there. We're gonna go down to realtiffanyhenyard.com. When I tell you guys, we need somebody to have a plan, and tell us what they're gonna do. Allegedly, this girl got a plan on her page. We're gonna look at that this morning. She's gonna be down at the caucus today. Here go the proof. Jedediah, go get some attention, sir. Go down there. I'm always throwing a bird out there. Like, please. Okay. So this is from her website, www.realtiffanyhenyard.com. Attention, Thornton Township residents. Okay, your voice matters. Don't let it be silenced. Your essential services are at risk, but together we can make a difference. Join us in supporting Supervisor Tiffany A. Henyard historic 100% property tax refund for Thornton Township residents, alongside Big Bingo and Vital Asset assistance programs for lights, gas, water, bills, fresh food box, Christmas toys, you name it. I'm just playing. Special Christmas toys giveaway, special events, and more. Okay. And in person, this is what really matters. You know what I'm saying? Throw it in there, Tiffany. In person voting caucus for Supervisor Tiffany Henyard, A. Henyard, Tuesday, December the 3rd. Arrive at 5 p.m. We know it started after 6. So she wants you guys to get there early. Ooh, I feel like just breaking down and texting Jedediah and saying, go to the caucus. Y'all gonna tell him to do it anyway. He gonna do it. Okay, so it says she telling her people arrive there at 5 p.m. Okay, at 2010 Chestnut Road, Homewood. So we went over this information. It's Homewood and Fossmore Park District. Get down there. Let's celebrate Supervisor Henyard achievement and rally behind her future plans. Told you I wasn't lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. She is coming. I'm about to troll real quick. It's early in the morning. Let me just troll real quick. She is coming while we're waiting for report number 2. I just had to do that. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Get it together, Lightfoot. You owe us a refund. You owe us a refund. All right. Let's get to Henyard page and we're going to cut this live in a few minutes. Okay. Because I got to get my day started. Well, I did since 6 a.m. Up there just praying to the Lord. Just started texting people. All right, now this is Tiffany Henry's website. She got a lot up there. Let me find out when we do our deep dive. We're gonna get into this because she got a lot. I was like, oh shit. So, visionary leadership and historical facts. Now, this is short right here because there should be a whole list of court cases and articles right here. But let's see what she got to say about herself. You know what I'm saying? Tiffany Henry was sworn in. Right, not important. She brings a progressive and transformative approach to government, leveraging her experience as a business owner, community organizer, and a national Black Caucus local elected official director at large. We got to look that up. We got to see who up in the National Black Caucus that is supporting this lady and if she's still active. Henry has received several accolades. What? Chicago Anti-Eviction Campaign, Human Rights Defender Awards. You remember when she evicted that lady because the lady house got shot up? Remember the video that we had cut up? Well, I did cut up, and it was about her when she was a trustee. The lady house got shot up, and instead of trying to protect the lady, she evicted the lady, talking about she bringing crime, and the lady, they took the boys down and everything. You see how they be trying to cover up their dirty deeds, but she on the anti-eviction. She done tried to evict that lady without even taking her to court. You had the Mayor Rogers, like, we cannot evict her. That is not our job. We are not in the job of eviction. You know, I got the photogenic memory, Community Activist of the Year Award, and she hates community activists. She talked about it yesterday. People coming here, flying in from other towns over here in our business, causing problems. Queen's Award for service to the community during COVID. What did she do? Gave y'all a bunch of Thornton Township money that they got from grants. That $5 million grant. Oh, that was Dolton, right? No, it was Thornton. Yeah, $5 million grant. I remember that. Spent it well, Tiffany. You spent it well. Okay, so fiscal responsibilities and financial excellence. So you already know we're going to be chopping it about her excellence. She has on her website, and we're going to have to fact check this. Henry administration successfully cut spending by 10%, saving taxpayer $3 million and securing over $9.2 million in grants. Well, at least she told the truth. Dun, 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 dun. It was $9.2 million. So if you have a surplus in Thornton, she just told on herself. It ain't because y'all collect that without having a loan or a grant. Remember, grants are not always free. They come with stipulations and rules you have to follow. And because Tiffany doesn't like to follow rules, I think y'all need to check on that $9.2 million. That's a whole lot of money. But she admitted it. You see what I'm saying? We're going to still deep dive on that. So this is what she said. Under Henry leadership, Thornton Township have excelled in the fiscal management, earning the Government Finance Officer Association Award in the fiscal report 2022 and 2023. And she is a lie. She is a liar. She is a liar. That she didn't do. No. We're going to have to fact check that. Ooh, I think they received that in 2021. Okay. Just because I don't want to make this live long. And y'all know I'll be having my ADHD and I'll go just pull it up right quick. I don't think we can even get through this because it's just the lies that's literally just flowing out of this. So she said that they won the excellent award for their financial reports for 2022 and 23. And you just heard her. They still need to get an audit done for 2023. The lies. I don't even need to be in receipts. Literally, y'all know this. Y'all watch here. Y'all watch Grace the Family. Y'all know what's going on here. All right. Now, let me just last statement. Through careful budgeting and cost reduction, let me reread that statement. Through careful budgeting and cost reduction, the township eliminated defect spending and achieved surplus in all funds. This financial success allows for the continued investment in community programs while maintaining the modest $24 million budget. Yeah, we're not about to make this long. Y'all already see I'm so theatrical this morning. She got some here: community empowerment, economic development. So this is what she goes in here. Your vision includes a strong focus on economic empowerment. How? What programs? I don't see them. The old people, you ain't getting them no job. They don't need no job. She initiated and created a job posting board on the township website to connect people, employers with qualified job seekers. What? I didn't see that. Girl. Oh my God. Y'all got me old. Okay. Jobs. I'm on her website. What the hell going on here? Oh my God. Let me take this off real quick. Y'all know I'm trolling. Y'all got some time. What's wrong with me? I gotta start my day. I'm gonna start my day. Look at this. Look. I gotta sound like my grandmother. What do she got going on? I went on the website real quick. It only take a second to click. Clickety-click. Y'all know me. I'll go click real quick. Look at that. She do have this got longer. I was like, jobs. I ain't never see that. Look at this. Look at this shit. They gotta sound like a Haitian now. Look at this bullshit. They got 2 job postings up here. Current openings 2 of 2. What is that? HAP crew members, general employment. What you got going on here? General employment, clerical, South Holland. Let me see. What the hell? What type of job is this? You didn't even give a description. Let me find out you up there putting up fake jobs up there like we was talking about. Got people signing up, stressed out. You're going to show people, you're going to show like we try to provide. Do you see? Oh, y'all, I apologize. Excuse me. I knocked myself off. I hit the wrong button. Let me show y'all this morning. I'm in rare form. Literally. Do y'all see this? This is her 2 jobs. So one, okay, thank you. One got a job description. This is what I was looking to see. This is okay. HAP crew member, job description, a lawn care technician. Okay, y'all know I'm over this lawn program thing. Hated it. Yeah, but at least it's got a description. They know about the lawn program, but they don't know about clerical. That means that you're going to do everything. Don't take that job, y'all. Okay. It says a lawn care technician, you will be responsible for maintaining and enhancing the appearance of the lawn and landscaping for senior residents and commercial properties within the township. This role requires attention to details, knowledge of lawn care techniques, and the ability to operate landscaping equipment safely and effectively. The township will provide comprehensive training or necessary equipment to ensure proficiency in the skills for the hired candidate. How much you paying? Yes, I asked that. I'm not like y'all. They not like us. I'll be like, baby, how much you offering? When I go on Indeed and I'm looking for a job, I'll be like, yo, what's the pay rate? Because in Indeed, they be like, actually, what's your pay? Your qualification, what you want. Where the pay rate? This is all she got to offer, a clerical position in damn lawn care. Let's bust Tiffany out a little bit more. Y'all here for it this morning? Just hit the like button. I know it's early, Illinois, but I need to wake you up because today, your ass is going to that caucus to get herself on that ticket by way of endorsement. And I think she's bringing a busload of seniors. She's going to have them playing bingo, get them all drunk off of bingo in the afternoon and roll up there, feed them some lunch, get them some wine. And they're going to be up in the caucus like, Tiffany, keep around, find out. I told y'all stop sleeping on them. She ain't got no good media attention, and she's still able to pull shit off. I'm trying to tell y'all, stop sleeping on people and think that social media is the end all be all. This is a figment of your imagination, obviously. So youth empowerment and education. So we're going to follow up on that. I'm going to have to give it, just eat a little bit more crow. You know, I'm a real person. Jedediah brought something up yesterday that I wasn't able to verify because I don't still have my Cook County access. So like you said, I'm going to work on it. I'm going to make sure something happens today. And he brought up that Kamal Woods, Tiffany Boy Toy, is actually a felon working with the children. Do I got his old big old head? This guy right here. You know, put fugly up there this morning. Okay, so he talked about this guy being a felon, and you know that he is connected to the youth programs out there. So this is a little bit interesting. We're going to follow up. Pray that I can, but y'all know what it is. Shout out to Jedediah. I'm gonna call him TikTok Jedediah. Well, I'm gonna call him Tic Tac Jedediah. Shut up. Tic Tac Jedediah. Okay. Anyway, I got jokes. I wake up all funny. Okay, so Henry is deeply committed to empowering youth through expanding access to after-school tutoring, mentoring, and counseling program. She said, well, you made me have to buy a sandwich. The kids ain't had no money. You took the credit cards. We couldn't buy them after school lunch. My thing is, why don't you have a cafeteria or something set up where y'all shop twice a month, once a month, or maybe y'all have a delivery truck that brings these prepackaged meals that will help you fund your program. Okay, you should not be using a credit card. So these are some of the things she talked about: summer achievement programs, youth and family services. We're going to get into that. Her administration also held an inaugural youth summit, Be Kind to Your Mind, which focused on mental health awareness, addressing issues such as bullying, anxiety, and social media pressure. The summit awarded 80 scholarships and provided CPR and ADE training for over 400. I want to look at that summit. When did that happen, y'all? Health and wellness incentives she got going on. I'm not about to spend my morning going through this. Tiffany, I'm going to give you the floor. I'm going to give you the floor because we're going to be doing a compare and contrast between you, house, and then whatever we can find out about Cassandra. I'm not stopping. I know people, I don't care. I'm going to tell the truth. So today, I need you guys to remember what I showed you. Okay? Let me show you the most important thing of this morning broadcast while I got my booty up here next to Alexis and next to, giving Burgundy Blue her kudos, but do what I do. I'm real. Okay? Let me show you. This is important. Get y'all butts down there. My favorite resident I texted this morning, it was 6 on my time and 5 her time. She was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep so I can get ready for this long ass evening because it's gonna be going down. I said, go ahead, go to sleep. I'll be here all day, just waiting patiently. I'm such a geek, yo. Get down there. All registered Democrats of Thornton Township, Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024 at 7 p.m. Tiffany Tenure said her people gonna be there at 5. Homewood Forsmore again. The Park District Auditorium. You're going to be able to nominate candidates for the following: supervisor, clerk, trustees, assessor, and highway commission. Get on it. Y'all I wonder what's gonna happen with Gonzalez and Carlisa. Everett is out of there. You know she out of there. But what's going to happen with them? Do you think that the people going to turn on them because they still a little bit upset? I got love for Gonzalez and, Carmen because she's standing up for herself. You saw the changing of the tie. She had to leave her boy toy alone. Stop accepting them wigs from Keith Freeman, allegedly. Y'all know I'm gonna throw out the dirt, the real stuff. But I wonder what's gonna happen, guys. So we're gonna keep our eyes on that. Cross your fingers that somebody go live. I'm gonna look for resources today, and hopefully I can come back and double stream. Somebody send a little birdie to your boy. Tic Tac Jedediah. No, for real. Go down there, Jedediah. Go down there. I'm so excited. Oh, y'all better not let Tiffany in today, okay? So with that goes to say, I took enough of your morning. Me just going on a tangent. I pray I could come back live tonight. Don't forget we got a deep dive for Dolton on Tuesday coming up, and we may be doing some lives in between. Who would expect that I would have been live today? So with that goes to say, remember what this bird said, because she's cocky. She already said she won, and y'all asses ain't gonna get her out.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Terms 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans of running for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Okay, next.
A bullshit. A bullshit.